this is day 10 of the question video challenge. All right, we're off to the beach, off to location 1, day 1 of the video challenge. Let's take it back to the beginning. Let's wind it back. Take it back. Take me back to the blah blah. Blah blah. Okay guys, today's question is, what is my vision? I have had so many people on social media ask me through messages or calls or texts and stuff, just be like, what the hell, what do you do, man? Like, what do you do for work? What is it that you do with your time? Like, it looks like you're having so much fun and doing all this crazy traveling and stuff. Like, what do you actually do? And great question. So what is my vision? I think this question particularly has scared me the last couple of weeks. Being okay and vulnerable in front of the camera, sharing this with you guys. Sure, I share it with some of my friends and some of the people that I work with, but sharing this on social media is kind of like a big step for me. But it's, I'm excited to share it with you guys. So if you're ready, listen up. The vision is really simple, guys. I think when I look at my work the last 6 months through social media, through my videos, through what it is that I do with my time, and I kind of watch it and I'm looking at it and I'm going, why are you doing what you're doing? And I'm taking the time to kind of recognize what is it that I'm actually doing. And I look at like every single person who has ever created change on this planet, someone like big companies or big corporations who have like done good on this planet, or big figures or influencers on this planet, and they have this thing called a vision. And for me, the last 2 years, trying to figure out what it is, and it was really coming from my head the last couple of years. But now the last, say, 3 to 6 months, tapping into my heart and like feeling what it is that I'm doing on this planet, and like what brings me the highest level of joy, gratitude, and excitement every single day. And you know, when we think about it, like you and I, like you watching this video right now, and me being able to do this video, living in Australia or living overseas and being able to have the privilege to check this out through technology, we're living in one of the most exciting, most privileged times in history. And we have so many things at our fingertips. You know, we can literally choose for the next 70 to 100 years or more that we're on this planet. We can choose what we want to do with our time. You know, who do we want to spend time with? How do we want to be remembered? Like, what wild adventures do we want to have? And as I've started to question this, and not just come from my head, but come from my heart and feel into it, like, why am I here? So, you know, I love relationships, I love people, and I love spending time with awesome, fun, energetic people. And I thought about it, like, who do I want to spend time with? I want to spend time with more of those types of people. People who are energetic, who are free-spirited, who are grounded, who like have this playful energy about them, who are childlike, not childish, very different, but childlike, and have that creative spark about them. And you don't, like, you could be 50 or 100 years and still have that in you. So it's not just young people particularly who have that, but usually kids and stuff have it the most. What I've found is, like, I seriously want to be able to inspire all young people to own their inner greatness. Now, their inner greatness is in a couple of categories. It's physically, it's emotionally, it's mentally, spiritually, it's relationships, and it's also financially. And through us owning that and being that, we're able to then create a sustainable future for our family, friends, and the rest of mankind. So a massive, massive vision. So it's to inspire young people to own their inner greatness, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, relationships, and financially. And through us doing that, create a sustainable future for our family, friends, and the rest of mankind. Like, that gets me pumped. That gets me pumped. If I could dedicate my life to one thing, it would be doing that. It would be doing that. And it's just incredible that this process of actually writing this down and putting it on my whiteboard and feeling it every day in my life, the more of this vision comes to reality every single day. And if you haven't written out your own vision of why you're here, what it is that you want to create on this earth, then I totally recommend it. You know, my question back to you guys, what is your vision? Why are you here? And it's happening right now. And you know, we're just conditioned to believe that we have to do everything on our own. you know, we have to go to school, we have to go to uni, we have to have this job, and then we can do what we want to do. But like, that can bring happiness for a lot of people, and that is fantastic. I'm totally in for that. But for those who knows that there's something different, something unique about life, and like, you have something within you. I know that every single one of you have something unique within you, and you want to give back. Like, we're living in a time where we can do that. We can do it right now. So if any of you are out there watching this, obviously like it, comment, share it around. But if you're out there and you're wanting to be a part of something like this, to be inspired and to inspire the world, and for us to leave a legacy that's going to be remembered with our kids and our kids' kids and our kids' kids' kids, then hit me up, send me a message, connect with me. I know a lot of you have already, so I love that. It's amazing what's happening. So much fun is just being oozed out of every moment on this planet, and we're having just such a great time, such a great time. So that's the 10th question or answer to the 10th question of the 10-day question video challenge. Thank you guys so much for watching. I feel like I'm gonna start doing more of these, you know, every week do a question. So if you guys still have questions for me, send them in to me. I look forward to answering them very, very soon.